Hello, I'm John Forrester. I'm with Inbenta. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer. And we provide artificial intelligence-powered solutions for chatbots and also search that can be deployed on your support portal. And I don't know why I'm going to skip through these slides since mine start here. I'm going to talk about disruption. So living in Silicon Valley, it's pretty much part of the DNA. The entrepreneurial spirit of disruption, disrupting old industries, and it's spilling over into other areas of the business as well. People are thinking about how can I disrupt the old ways of doing business. How you hail a cab, you're now using your mobile phone. Instead of getting a hotel, maybe using Airbnb. So these are now spilling over into conversations to thinking about how can we disrupt ways of doing business inside the organization. And so how are you disrupting your traditional customer service? How are you thinking about how you've delivered it in the past, how you're leveraging technology to change the way you're delighting and pleasing your customers? All of your voice of the customer initiatives, customer first initiatives, thinking about your technology stack, thinking about the ways that you're rolling cross-functionally across the organization, not just thinking about the customer success team, but also thinking about your sales organization, your finance organization. It's really drawn across cross-functionally and thinking about bringing all those together and how technology can really bring all those together. So what have you done inside of your customer success organizations to change? Well, you've probably launched self-education portals. I know those have been a really popular topic, launching self-service initiatives, building out your knowledge base, making sure your customers are engaged. You've probably launched video education portals. You've built out modules that might allow customers to really engage and change the way they interact with your products or your services. And you've probably deployed online chat. I mean, how many of you have deployed online chat externally to your customers? So it's quite a few. You've maybe optimized those solutions. You've engaged with them and make sure that they're monitoring them and training them and delivering the highest quality of customer experience for the folks that are interacting with you, either on the web or on mobile, whatever their vehicle of choice. You've probably optimized your call center, your contact center. You've ensured that the folks that are calling and interacting with you are engaging with them. You've optimized and changed your phone tree. You've probably reconstructed your phone tree, making sure that it's the best experience for folks. Then, of course, your company grows. You start scaling, you expanding your business beyond maybe what you have means for. Maybe your CFO is having concerns and talks to you about your staff and how you're managing them, how you're optimizing your business, how you're able to keep up with the customer demands. You might experience budget cuts affecting staff. You may not be growing, but you may be in a point where you have to think about optimizing the experiences that you have with your customers throughout all the different touch points that you're interacting with them. And then customers may be overwhelming your operations. You have to think about how you can optimize, how you can engage, how you can deal with the demand your business is facing, or deal with the staff that you have and how you can best service. So what do you do? And how are you able to leverage things like technology and other solutions to engage with the customers? In a lot of the cases, I know I've been in this before in previous lives where we've had to deal with things like hide online chat. Maybe put in a question and answer portal in front of your phone number, in front of your contact form. You may even thinking about ways in which you can enrich the experience before they can actually engage and talk with you or have a conversation with you. And for customers, they really want to talk to you. They prefer that one-on-one experience, that one-on-one engagement. They many people like to use chat. They like to talk to somebody in your organization and engage with you beyond just, beyond just reading about it and researching on their own. They like self-service, but also when they have a specific question, they're not getting a specific answer. They want to be able to talk to somebody. So here's a quote from eConsultancy. Chat offers the highest level of satisfaction of any of the vehicles that are out there compared to phone, compared to email with a slower response, or compared to searching through your own website and being able to have your customers try to find the right answers. But with chat, how can you afford to have your chat agents working 24/7? It's very expensive. How are your agents trained enough? How are they going to be able to handle complex questions, or do they know all the right answers at their fingertips, or do they have access to all the right data? Are you monitoring the existing staff and being able to ramping up new ones and making sure that they have the highest level of customer satisfaction? And then what's your average response time for chat? How are you able to really engage with that immediate expectation that customers have of having that real-time answer and response? So how do you scale with your business? Let's talk about the chatbots. So enterprise, and I'm going to talk a little bit different enterprise class chatbots, which are chatbots, as we know, there's been many chatbots that have launched over the years on a variety of different platforms and frameworks. Not all of them have been what I would call enterprise class, which is the ability to take content and investments that you've already done inside your organization, such as knowledge bases, knowledge management portables, whether you're using Zendesk or Service Cloud, and be able to leverage that technology to make that accessible to customers who are typing in human natural language and being able to understand that and be able to deliver real answers to your customers. So I'll give a really quick example here from a customer that we have, which is Ticketmaster. And here's the chatbot that they've deployed in the UK. And here, we've asked the question, does my son have to pay? And this is a very non-specific question. If I were to type that question inside a search, likely, most people would get a result that's not exactly what they were looking for. And they're like, what, is it a ticket? Even an agent might have to understand the context first. But in here, we're able to match up with a very specific answer is, what is the policy around kids and them attending and going to a concert, even is this the right sort of engagement for my kid to come and go to a Beyonce concert, for instance? So that's an example of, regardless of how they're asking the question, and this is a technology we have, it's called Semantic Clustering, and I'll show a little bit more here. Regardless of how they're answering the question, we're able to interpret that and be able to find the right answer. So here, again, in a keyword model, if someone does a search, either one of those search phrases, they would probably get a variety of different answers. But ship a book to France is a shipping policy, right? Whereas book a ship to France is, I want to get a cruise, right, in the Mediterranean. So it's very, very different constructs. So being able to interpret the meaning of that, of all those different lexical functions, effectively the ways of the people constructing their sentences and being able to interpret exactly the right answer. It's very, very important between the difference between delivering a list of a variety of results of which the customer has to choose what is suitable for them and seeing deflection rates in the order of maybe self-service rate of around 50% of traditional keyword search if you have optimized, to getting what Ticketmaster has is over a 96% self-service rate with their online, through chatbots and through the search, natural language search that they've deployed on their website. And in some cases, you want to have the hybrid chat functionality. So you may have agents, and really how we look at chatbots as a way, it's a tool that your team can really leverage to become really more empowered to have more meaningful conversations with your customers. So for a lot of the cases in which you may be seeing similar patterns, a chatbot will be able to really help. But for a case in which someone wants to have a more in-depth conversation, then in this case here, I wanted to talk to a live agent. It asked for my name, it asked for my email address, and then it went and connected me directly to a live agent. So this is a way that which the hybrid functionality can increase those meaningful conversations with your team. So what is an approach to launching an enterprise chatbot? So I hinted to it earlier, but you have to think about integration with your existing systems. And one differentiator that we have is that we really integrate well with a variety of different systems, regardless what content management system you have, what CRM you're using, what search platform you may be using, whether, what sort of mobile devices, mobile apps that you're deploying in, being able to integrate that effectively, leveraging your existing content, and then going live very, very quickly. Like in Zendesk, for instance, I think was seen an example where they were live in a couple of hours, literally overnight, because they were able to pull the data in, leverage our deep experience in over 27 languages, which we're native in, that lexicon already exists, and they were able to take the existing content and be able to go live very, very quickly and see a massive spike improvement right away. And then, of course, improve over time to very specific, unique aspects of your business. This is something that we also specialize in, is understanding your business, your product stacked, if you're in e-commerce, what your catalog might be, and being able to really build out some very, very specific optimizations over time. So at the core is our natural language lexicon that we have, unique to each language, and leveraging your existing knowledge base. And then working with your teams, we have gap analysis tools that allow you to really be able to optimize and see where you need to grow your knowledge base, where you need to increase your knowledge base, and building that out, which benefits your website, and it also benefits the deployments that you have to your customers. And then some of the use cases I mentioned before, it could be pre-sales, it could be in customer support, or it could be on social. People are asking questions on social. How are you able to engage with them? A chatbot can be your front line of interaction with customers there, or through API. And these are some of the customers that deployed our technology globally around the world, in Europe, North America, South America, and also in Japan and Australia. So we have customers who speak many, many different languages, over 27 and counting now. And that's my talk, short and sweet.
At this time, does anyone have any questions? And I can walk around with the mic.
Good job. Oh, no problem.
Yeah, I've got a question for you, John.
Yes.
Great presentation, by the way. Can any of the technology that you use interact with video knowledge bases, so webinars, videos, different things that we've put out?
Yeah, we would treat those as content. So effectively, as long as you have descriptions about the content, which you probably do, like in most cases, short form, long form, this works great. And so we just consider that as content. And then what we can serve up as results, in a lot of cases, if you saw the little pop-up that came out from the chat window, that was a result. Those are effectively mobile enabled also, so they can work on mobile device, and you're just delivering up video content in that case, which is exactly appropriate tool that the customer is looking for.
Okay.
It's a great way because you build out these huge repositories of videos, and then how do people find it, right? So how do they interact?
Yeah. I guess I need to make a knowledge base now. So.
Exactly.
Any other questions? Okay.
All right. Okay.
Let's give a round of applause to both our speakers today. Thank you very much.
Thank you.